Welcome to the Percent Annual Chance Grid GIS tutorial. This presentation provides details about what the Percent Annual Chance Grid is and how it can be used to find the percent chance of a flood at specific locations. Most communities are familiar with using flood insurance rate maps, or flood maps, to guide sound floodplain management decisions. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, also created flood risk products to be used alongside regulatory products like firms. Flood risk products are non-regulatory, ready-made sources of additional information that go beyond the basic flood hazard information on the firm and provide more extensive and more user-friendly information. Flood risk products can help communities make better and more effective mitigation decisions. Flood risk products include the Flood Risk Database, which stores the changes since last firm, water surface elevation grids, flood depth grids. It may also store the percent annual chance grid, percent 30-year chance grid, flood risk assessment, and areas of mitigation interest. A flood risk map and a flood risk report will often accompany the database. The percent annual chance grid will quickly show the percent chance of flooding at any given year. A percent annual chance grid will typically be developed for riverine non-levied areas using the standard flood event scenarios 10, 4, 2, 1, and 0.2%. The term 100-year flood is used in an attempt to simplify the definition of a flood that statistically has 1% chance of occurring in any given year. When you hear other flood event scenarios, it corresponds to different reoccurrence intervals and probabilities of occurrences. A 10-year recurrence interval is equal to 10-year exceedance probability, and so on. The following tutorial outlines steps in ArcMap to perform simple spatial analysis using the percent annual chance grid. Each spatial layer in the Flood Risk Database is described in detail by accessing FEMA's Flood Risk Database technical references. This tutorial utilizes the following raster dataset from the Flood Risk Database: the percent and chance, showing the percent annual chance grid. Here is a snapshot of what the FRD raster is and an explanation. Open ArcMap and use the Add Data button dropdown to add a simple base map layer to give the percent annual chance grid some spatial context. Use the Add Data function again and navigate to the Flood Risk Database. Select the percent and chance, then click Add. In the list of added layers, right-click the percent and chance and select Properties. In the Symbology tab, change to Classified, and you can adjust the number of classes. Select an intuitive color scale. In the Display tab, you can also set a transparency. Use the Identify tool to click areas in the floodplain. The pixel value represents the percent chance that your point will flood in any given year. As previously mentioned, flood risk products were developed to be used alongside regulatory products like firms to help guide those tough conversations. Many of the flood risk products help stakeholders visualize their flood risks in a way that lines on the firm cannot, making flood risk products a powerful communication tool. The following provides more resources to learn more about flood risk products. Please use these web pages for printable flood risk product fact sheets, Colorado's resiliency plan throughout the state, FEMA-specific resources, other uses for a base flood elevation, and what exactly is meant by the term 100-year flood. A geographic information system, known as GIS, is a powerful tool for visualization and data analysis. If you're interested in trying GIS, check out these resources. Once you have an ArcGIS platform, contact your community for a copy of the Flood Risk Database and a Flood Risk Product map package. For additional information, please contact representatives from the Colorado Water Conservation Board.